What are y'all getting wrecked for?
Hi, stream. I don't have face cam tonight because I'm feeling a little ugly, so.
I know, I know.
Sorry.
I just line of sighted you. It'll be okay. See?
Yeah. Yes, you did.
Donnie, you get to watch
Gucci
yourself
gang.
on the stream
Gucci,
now.
Gucci, Gucci gang. I mean, I did pull 3 groups of mobs, so I didn't. I mean, Jamana pulled 3 groups of mobs.
Right.
All right.
Yeah, I saw
Purple?
that.
May I have a summon?
You weren't within 30 feet of me apparently. I summoned everybody except for you.
Yeah, no, I had one, and then I had to leave.
Well, you're not getting one from me.
Please.
May or may not have had a bunch of wrong talents.
That sounds good,
Oh,
Donnie.
it feels so nice to finally be above 20% haste again.
I'm getting reports that
Jesus,
my stream
really?
is not
I'm at
having
12%
time, so
haste.
Maybe we will
Same.
run Spotify
20%.
tonight.
20.
Maybe we'll just
I'm actually at
run,
22% right now.
I got 15. Feels okay, man.
And
I used to
19 and a
remember
half.
like when this patch dropped, I went from like 63% to
just run with
4%
regular
or some
game
shit like that. I was,
sound.
what the hell?
Dude, for real. And I lost all my haste corruptions and shit too.
That too, yeah.
Hmm.
I took a page out of Jay's book and just stacked the constant stat buffs, like not the ones that proc, but just they're always there kind of deal.
Yeah.
I miss.
Yeah,
I
make it
Pays
miss
a
off,
little
doesn't
bit
it?
clearer.
Oh,
devastation.
it did. Oh, it paid off quite a bit. I miss it. I miss being fast.
I got fucking Can I World get Fame someone to die Resonance for me? rank 3 a full 20 minutes before Shadowlands released.
Fucker.
Would you die for me?
That's awesome, but also that sucks.
I never did get
Hold
my
up, hold up.
manifesto, which I'm thankful for. Because I think that would have killed
I
me
got
inside.
a manifesto that I never used.
Yeah, and you could have given it to me just saying.
It was an upgrade. I couldn't have given it to you.
Anyone want to
A
help me get
likely
my
story.
Zoom card?
There.
I believe that story.
Yeah, I think
Mom said no.
I think Jamana got one that time too, didn't he? Wait, was it me and? Did you get one too, Jamana, or was me and somebody else that got one at the same time?
I think there was
Well,
3 that
5
dropped
people.
the night you're talking about. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a bunch. Don't step on those traps. Diggy dog. See? I saw that. Fuck.
Anyways, Rack, you can have it now if you want.
Whoops.
I don't want it now. Thanks, Slim.
Sure.
Yeah, my bad guys, my internet took a shit.
But I was just using it as a doorstop. It's a pretty nice looking paperweight, so.
I'm so glad.
I
These
think
are
I had
not
a total
bosses,
of
right?
5 or 6 of them.
No,
I'm
I
getting
promise
deja
I'm not
vu
lying.
here. Did we clear this trash? Does it
Yeah,
not
but
stay
only
cleared
filling
unless you
my
clear
mods.
Sun King?
What did we do? We did 5 on Friday.
Yeah.
The first
Yeah,
part.
we did 5.
Yeah. You fucking
Hey, man.
rocked it.
I don't even know
I am-
what killed me.
I'm afraid for our lives
Your
today.
hubris.
Not gonna lie.
You're what?
Your hubris.
Gamesman snare hit me for 8k, 9k, 5k.
Master.
Yeah, it's
Facet
those
game.
big bomb things. They keep casting them right in the middle of the pack, so we have no hope of avoiding them.
That's why I only fight in doorways.
Typical hunter statement.
He's just prepared for an earthquake.
We aren't on Earth.
He's prepared for a
Wait, how does Dax say it?
We
It's,
aren't on
preparing-
Azeroth!
How
A
does
hellquake.
Dax says I'm preparing for a hearthquake.
It's Earthquake.
My spinning his
Oh,
mana.
that's his fucking thing again. Mana.
Mono.
It's really a rite of
Yeah, that's
passage
good.
to be in
Oh.
this guild.
Excuse me. Slim said, yesterday or the day before, he literally heard Lady Moonberry call it Tierna Scythe.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, we were. I think we were questing after the raid, and we were like joking about that. And he brought it up. He just said it.
Likely story.
What's it supposed to be pronounced?
I synced it with my ears.
What the fuck?
Like Tiarna Scythe or some shit?
That's what
That's
Dak
what
says.
Dak was saying. Yeah, he was like Tierna Scythe
It's
or
Tierna
some shit.
Scythe.
Like... What'd you
If
call it,
anything,
Dak?
it might
Tierna
be
Scythe?
Scythe.
Tierna Scythe.
This is gonna be fun.
It could be a Celtic thing.
I think it's Irish.
Yeah, potato, potato.
Hey, you can't say that.
Oh shit!
Wow.
I got deleted.
About to. I'm gonna go kick this guy's ass over here.
I'm not
Dunny,
gonna
if
make
I
it,
could have your
guys.
stream
It
open
was
at
nice
the same
knowing you.
time without crashing my computer,
Man.
I would, I promise.
Someone
Alright, we got a
pulled
combination of the Hierarchs casted Sinbolt volley and those bomb traps going off in the middle of the group.
First wipe of the night.
That was
Good
pretty
one.
fun.
Was that really a wipe though? Was it
When
really?
the
I mean,
trash is
we all
harder than the
died.
boss.
I think that's what a wipe is.
Well, we haven't gotten
While
to this
we're
boss
here,
fight yet,
want to
so-
grab up my Doom card? No, it's not cool.
I never wiped.
I'm with you, Rainer.
Can we have a summon in a closet?
Dak, I just set up that beautiful toilet joke and you did not reciprocate. What happened there?
So sorry, I missed it.
Isn't this Doom
Appreciated
Portal?
it.
Yeah.
Just make sure when you wipe it's front to back.
Go back to front,
Bro,
really.
I died for you, bro. Don't fuck it up.
Dude, never go back to front.
I
You
died
always
for
go
you,
back
bro.
to front.
No, dude, you just drag the doo-doo
No
to
way.
your
I
camp.
use a bidet. Is this some sort of poor joke? I'm too rich to understand.
Excuse me, wife? Oh, what?
No, you know why you go back to
no.
front?
Cheeks hit the seat and I'm immediately flushing.
What is happening?
I can see Slim doing the hover method.
Shitty conversation.
I'm line of sighting them. So it's not my fault if you die, Motto.
I got it.
Sorry, yes, White Knight, I will make, main tanks. Who we got? Judgmental?
I like getting bopped.
I needed some shit with some bop it.
It's my favorite thing is
one in my
in the
mouth
main
watching
tank,
swerving.
getting
That whip
bopped.
had a cop in it.
I don't even
Keep
need
going,
Spotify
bro.
playing right now.
Slim
know,
over
right?
here dropping lines.
Built the baby for you?
Keep saying that my stream is like tanking my frames, and I noticed it last
Oh, it's an
night, too,
assassin. It's an ass man.
and I don't know what to do.
Behind us got pulled.
I just have
Oh, it was not
Streamlabs,
just pulled.
WoW,
It was
Discord.
pulled.
and my internet page.
Aren't they the same thing?
Well, one of them is an accident. The other
I
one
even
was an
closed
intentional.
Spotify so that maybe that would help, but now I don't have music.
Like that
so
one
it's
time
awkward.
where they were
Yeah.
like, "Hey, don't step on those mines," and then some purple boy he just like, "What's this?"
Whoops.
Who's our
I need you to do me a favor and never do whatever it is you just did again.
Who's our
Speak,
second tank?
or like
Need some clarification here.
The
judgmental?
breathing.
Sorry, I'll mark them. Breathing.
Yes.
No, it's cool. I just, on my raid frames, Zeldon, I got put on my secondary tank.
What?
You guys should be happy I'm on push to talk now, so I don't breathe at you.
We like.
That's my favorite part of Raid.
We could do the ASMR raid.
No.
Oh,
What if it gets me lots of Twitch followers if we do an ASMR raid?
Oh, I just remembered I have something better to do. See ya.
Wow, okay.
We'll all chip in and get you a binaural mic so you can raid lead to both ears.
It's in different orders you want.
Wow, someone just got Elegon.
ASM.
Oh no way.
Just got what?
Elegon.
That's cool.
Oh.
Isn't that the one that you get from like killing the shade of Shaw of Anger?
No. It's
No.
the like star one.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
I have
You
it.
mean the celestial dragon thing?
Yeah.
Made out of stars? Yeah, I have that.
Wasn't
It
it?
drops
Rack,
in
you were showing me
Mogushan
that, weren't you?
It's in Mogushan Vaults.
Probably help if I was looking at the mobs, huh?
But yeah, I have that one too.
I think it's off the second to last boss.
Only if you want to do damage to him.
No, I was hoping they'd give me an inspection, but then they weren't, so I had to turn around.
The boss's name is Elegon. Yeah, it's second to last.
Should I just like open my task manager and see what the fuck is happening?
As they dance and feast, the jailer amasses an army to destroy the Shadowlands.
What can I close in my background?
Ah, the vampires are floating and dancing.
Yeah, we've been through this. It's like the Disney Haunted Mansion up in here.
I was thinking Harry Potter.
It reminds me of fucking Ready Player One, but
Cool, yeah.
Like, how could you take such a good book and fuck it into a movie like that?
man, the book was so good.
What book are we talking
I don't know. I think the movie was all right until like the
I mean,
last
I like the
20
movie,
minutes
but
where
if
they
you
got all
compare it to the book.
preachy.
The movie is what inspired me to read the book, right? So I thought the movie was good, and then I read the book, and I was like, this movie's fucking
And you
shit.
realize, yeah, that the fucking book is incredible.
Wait, which one are we
I
talking
can
about?
never forget.
Ready Player One.
Yeah, I listened to it on Audible, and Will Wheaton narrates it. I thought that was cool.
Oh,
I
shit.
kind of thought the same thing about the Witcher series, but I also thought that the Witcher series on Netflix was really good. But when I read the books, I was like,
You Wesley Crusher.
Yeah, Will Wheaton. He does a really good job.
no, yeah, absolutely. I
Click,
thought it was done
click
well.
The portal, please. Click.
But
This is a
of
weird
course, the
niche
books
one.
were better.
But if you read the How to Train Your Dragon books when you were a kid, and then they made the movies, and they're literally nothing like the books, it's fucked up.
Like
Yeah, I went
every
and
book I read that was a movie,
after
the
I
book
learned
was
that
just
they were
better.
based on book. Yeah, in the How to Train Your Dragon books, everyone could talk to dragons. It's a jolly old.
No, they
children's
can't.
tale.
That's false. Did you read the books? Toothless is like a parrot-sized dragon in the books.
You
Weird.
accepted!
For anyone else?
My Doomguard is showing up as enemy, but it keeps telling me it's friendly.
Guys, my life is complete. Rack accepted trivial summons.
You're welcome.
My favorite thing to do is to have someone summon themselves.
I don't know what those red things are, but I'm not going in there.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, my frames are really bad
You don't want no part of this, Dewey.
on my stream. I don't know what to do.
I'm a berserk real quick, you know?
Is that intentional, Gar?
No.
Welcome.
Looking weird. My Doomguard's all bugged out.
Can you dismiss it and re-lock him?
Oh, I didn't know I could do that. So how do I?
You should just be able to right-click on his name. I don't know if demons work the same as.
Under your face, it should have a little thing you can right click.
Leftovers, that's on a 60-minute cooldown.
Right, but can I just? Okay, it just
That
shows him.
it
Hold on,
should
what are you
just really
talking about,
click
a
your control
60-minute cooldown?
and revert him to hostile.
Yeah, just let me re-subjugate him.
Yeah, that's what it should do. That's how it works with Command Undead for Death Knights.
Well, I'm sorry if the stream quality is not great, guys.
Looks like he's still following you.
He is.
Yeah, he's like working. He's following me, but he's not attacking for me, and he's showing up as enemy. Even though when I try and re-subjugate him, it's like that player is friendly.
Yeah, when I tried to attack it, it was friendly.
So is his little pet symbol right under your name?
Um, No, see, my weak aura is telling me I need a pet. I don't have a pet out, and I don't have a pet bar either.
Try summoning a pet right now.
Reload.
Try summoning a demon right now.
I don't want him to disappear.
It'll
Bro,
be okay.
bro, you can have mine. Just see if you fucking get rid of him. I don't give a shit about doom cards.
Reload.
Yeah, I would
Well,
rather
they
have you
told me
fix
to
this
do that.
issue than accidentally click his health bar mid boss fight.
Then Dak suddenly click. Why you gotta bring Dak into it?
Yeah, you take Adsol's pet and he'll still be top 5 DPS.
Slim, don't you face pull that boss there?
Yep, I got my
Nope,
imps
I'm
out
just
and
face
my doom
dancing with
cards
him.
out.
I've been really good. I haven't face pulled in the last 2 raids.
Okay,
Say,
well,
how
you shouldn't
cool
have
is
said
it?
that, because now it's gonna happen.
That we get to
No, now's the time.
we get to save Kael'thas.
Oh, thank you, Denny. Okay,
Okay.
have we fixed this warlock thing?
No, I tried reloading. I tried summoning a new pet. He's just still there, hanging out, fucking, and I can't do anything.
Bro, just log off, bro. He's gonna go away.
Yeah, log off, log back on.
Poor Kael'thas. We killed him like 3 times, and now we're gonna fuck up his afterlife even more.
Okay, I'm gonna start explaining. Healers. It's all on you, baby. You gotta get ready. So just as a general overview, obviously I'm gonna explain the whole thing. We should be looking to push Kael'thas into phase 2 by around the 2-minute mark. He needs to be healed to 45% health, within 2 minutes, hopefully earlier. You guys, if you just work together to maximize like your healing on Kael'thas, kind of do your big cooldowns, like spread them out so that you get maximum healing. I don't know, I'm not a healer, you know. DPS, if you have the ability to heal, you should be throwing every single healing cooldown that you have at Kael'thas. So, I know that nobody's a Feral Druid, but like, example, if you were a Feral Druid, as soon as your mana fills up, stop, heal that bitch, then go back into Feral, and keep DPSing, and then again, mana full, stop, heal that bitch. Because we need as much healing as possible towards Kael'thas. Yes, you can do that too. No, you can't, Deck, because you're tanking.
If I just run out there and get killed by the boss, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but will that wipe everybody else?
Yeah. It'll pull the boss.
Well, we'd probably have to scram some.
Well, we could all stand on the stairs and you could go pull it, and then it would cause a reset.
Oh, okay. Well, I tried logging out, logging back in. My doom guard's still hanging out, so.
Oh, it's server side. I mean, reloading doesn't solve the problem, and it's not you.
How long is Subjugate Demon meant to last?
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Can't we just kill your doom guard?
No, we can't even attack it.
Yeah, it still says it's friendly, like it's just kind of bugged out.
Weird.
At this point, try summoning a new demon.
Well, I summoned my new pet, which didn't change it, and of course I have 48 minutes on the doom guard, so.
What if you Earth and we summon you back?
Let's let Rack finish.
Okay, sorry. I'm sorry. Finish, Rack.
Okay. DPS, you can see that there's those kind of soul pedestals, right where Kael'thas is, behind those nasty-looking ads. You can use them if needed to try and help with the healing as well. Like when you click on it, it channels and heals him. But it does give you a debuff that damages you, so don't take more than 3 stacks of this. Because if you have more than 3 stacks, you'll start taking enough damage that your healers will have to pay attention to you instead of Kael'thas, and then you'd be hindering more than helping. And make sure that we're only using them when there's few or no ads present, because we do need to keep ads under control. They'll be coming the whole fight. And don't click the same pedestal as another DPS. So just kind of be aware if you're taking it upon yourself to go over there and use those. There are 6 types of ads that spawn during the fight. Groups of the same ad usually spawn together, but sometimes the ad spawns will overlap. So basically, DPS just be paying attention to the ads. We need to get the ads down while trying not to take as much damage as possible so that the healers can focus as much healing as possible onto Kael'thas. Tanks, if you assign yourselves one side of the room each, the tanks usually, the ads usually come like from all sides of the room, so if one of you is on one side, one of you is on the other side, you can pick them up easier. Healers, if you want to kind of be chilling in the middle, then you can easily heal Kael'thas and the rest of the raid. Yeah. Tanks, all of the ads should be grouped up together as much as possible so that we get as much cleave as possible, but that kind of goes without saying. So High Torturer Darathos, that big weird floaty boy, is present in the beginning, and he'll never respawn, so as soon as we kill him, he won't come back like the rest of the ads will. He needs to be tanked, and he'll occasionally channel something called Greater Castigation, which deals moderate shadow damage to random players and anyone within 6 yards. So if you're marked with this, you just need to move away from your allies. He is a low priority ad because his overall damage is low compared to the other ads. So if there is other ads out, just ignore him. Rockbound Vanquishers will spawn in the middle of the room. They have 2 abilities. Concussive Smash deals damage to all players and increases the damage dealt by 25% each time it goes off, so we need to burn them as quickly as possible. Vanquishing Strike deals damage to the tank and applies a stack of vanquished tanks you want to taunt off at 3 stacks of that. Bleakwing Assassins will spawn in groups of 4 to 6 at the edge of the room and have 2 abilities. Crimson Flurry marks several players, and it causes the assassin to teleport to each of the players, deals damage and applies a bleed to all of you within 8 yards of the marked target. So if you are marked with Crimson Flurry, you need to spread as far away as possible from your other friends. If too many players get affected, we'll end up wiping. It's just going to be too much damage. At 30%, the assassins cast an ability called Return to Stone. If they complete this cast, they will heal to full, so they need to be nuked as soon as they start casting this. Otherwise it'll be bad. Vile Occultists spawn in groups of 3 to 5 at the entrance and have 3 abilities. Vulgar Brand deals a burst of shadow damage and applies a huge damage debuff to a random player for 15 seconds. Interrupt this. Again, Vulgar Brand. If they're missed healers, you'll need to dispel it immediately. Scornful Blast deals moderate damage to a random player and should be interrupted where possible, but does not take priority over Vulgar Brand. Door of Shadows teleports the occultist to a random player. Interrupt this if possible. Again, not as important as the Vulgar Brand. When the Vile Occultists die, they'll spawn something called an Essence Font. This is a friendly NPC. If you heal them to full as quickly as possible, they will heal Kael'thas for 1.5% of his maximum health. This is proven to be more efficient than just like spamming your heals at Kael'thas. So healers, if you do see these essence fonts up, just take the time to go and switch to them because you'll end up getting more healing with less effort. There's so many ads, I'm so sorry. Pestering Fiends, they spawn in groups of around 8 and they'll appear in the middle of the room in like kind of a spread out fashion. They only cast an ability called Shattering Ruby. This deals low damage to anyone within 3 yards. So if you just like loosely spread out and take them down, then you won't take as much damage. Soul Infusers spawn in 2 groups of 1 to 3 on either side of the room, and they'll focus on the soul pedestals. These don't need to be tanked, but they do need to immediately be CC'd and nuked down, otherwise they'll cause a wipe. It's recommended to CC one side while the other is nuked down. So, and then move on to the next one. So if we just want to do like left side first, CC them, nuke the left side, and then just leave the right side CC'd. That will probably work the best. When they die, they drop something called an Infuser's Orb. When clicked on, it increases the healing done by 200% for 14 seconds, so DPS do not pick up those orbs. I know like in was it Raden? No, Vexiona, you could pick up like that ball, even if you were a DPS, and that was a no-go. So just make sure that you don't pick up this ball and leave it for the healers so that they can grab it and do as much healing as they can to kill Thos as possible. That's phase 1. I know there's like a whole bunch of different ads, so it might take a bit to get used to it. This raid has so many more mechanics than Noyalotha did, so that's a bit scary. So healers, you're just working on healing Kael'thas to 45%, and then that'll push him into phase 2. So he'll go into phase 2 at 45%. He'll spawn a shade of Kael'thas. Kael'thas can't be healed at this time, but the damage done to the shade of Kael'thas will heal him. So after you deal 10% of the ad's health, phase 1 will start again. And then he'll go into phase 2 again at 90% health, and then we kill the shade, and then we win the fight. So there's phase 1, then phase 2, then phase 1 again, then phase 2 again. The ads won't spawn in this phase, so if there is any ads up, we want to get them down as fast as possible, and we want to try and transition into this phase with as little ads as possible, just so we don't have to worry about them and we can focus on the shade. Tanks, you want to face the shade away from the raid to avoid them getting the Burning Remnants debuff. At 100 energy, the shade will cast Blazing Surge, which is a big frontal cone directed at the tank. If you make sure he's faced towards the wall, then tanks, you can sidestep that ability. It will leave something called Smoldering Remnants on the floor. They stay there the whole fight, so you just have to watch out for those. And again, make sure he's faced towards the wall so he drops those against the wall. Ember Blast will be marked on a random player, and they'll receive basically lethal damage and drop a Smoldering Remnant on the floor. Multiple players need to stack on the marked person at the edge of the room. This can be soloed with immunities like Ice Block, or you can choose to sacrifice that person and res them later, but it's just going to be easier if we, the player with Ember Blast gets to the wall and as many people as possible jump into that with them. During the entire shade encounter, 2 Reborn Phoenix ads will be fixated on random players and they'll move towards them. Ranged, you need to focus on nuking them down. Once you get them to 0 health, they'll stand there and regen all of their health, and then once they reach full health, you'll need to kill them again. They'll sit there, regen, etc. And then once we do phase 2 for the second time, we win. That's everything. Is there any questions?
Sounds pretty easy.
Sorry, thank you for listening to me talk for hours.
Yeah, so those assassins, when they cast Return to Stone, they can be stunned, so them.
Okay. And then Yulia said, when you're focused by the Phoenix, get away from the raid group.
So it cut out a little bit here and there for me anyway. As far as tanking, we just really have to go on one side and then swap when we get the 3 stacks of the debuff.
Yeah, and then in phase 2, you just keep him with his face in the wall.
Okay.
We actually have a really, really good heal setup for this fight, by the way, as well. Just so, you know, like having a surplus of Druid and Shaman for like raid-wide healing, and then Paladin and Priest for burst healing on Kael'thas, like helps like a ton. So like most of, you know, the Paladin Priest side of things, just like 100% focus Kael'thas, and then like me, Zappius, Meadow, and like Flacco will like kind of control raid healing, and then use our like bigger single target heals on Kael'thas as well, and just like control that as much as we can. Random extra note.
Who was that just talking right now?
Ferg.
That was Ferg.
Cool. Just trying to associate voices to names.
Yeah, no problem, dude.
Sorry, I'm just gonna see if we have room. E had to go lay down. She's not feeling well, so. We have a spot.
WE, feel better.
I can pick
Anthony's on.
that
You
him,
feel better.
him or RNG.
Did someone res leftovers after he died?
Yeah, how the hell did you res him? He was on a different floor of the castle.
Yeah, we ran away and we were trying to get my Doom Guard to go away, and then
Speaking of which, he's still just camped out. Back.
he's not following me, so I don't think he's a non-issue at this point. So
Can you recast Subjugate Demon?
That's a long time DPS.
I would not.
Nope, don't open that can of worms.
negative. Let's just leave him alone. I think we'll be fine.
Zuba, you said yesterday that your frames were dropping on my stream, but I think it's my stream. My Streamlabs keeps
He's
telling me
just
shit,
gonna
but like
watch
I
us
don't know what to do.
creepily from
It's
there.
a bug report, but he's probably just in despawn when we all leave the instance.
Mid-fight, you know, he's gonna
Just comes
he's gonna
alive
come up
and
here and
fuck
just
this
fuck up our
mind.
healers.
All right, you guys, do we have any questions for Rack? Or are we ready to make a poll?
I think we're just seeing if we have one space for DPS.
It's, yeah, skis or RNG, right?
Or a healer would be nice.
Well, we already have 8 healers.
Oh, we already have that many? Oh, I didn't realize.
Yeah.
Especially with this fight too, though, like having 9 would balance us out.
Can we get a closet as well?
Let's see if Skis wants to come on as Paladin or Shaman, either way.
Oh, damn, I missed the bet. What was it?
It's 5,000. Oduga. Oh.
Thanks, Dak. Look it out.
45.
My God.
Yes.
Oh,
820 was my roll. Fuck
Look at Dak at 218.
damn.
Rack, are you whispering people?
Dude, buddy rolled 1 to
I
500
whispered
and still rolled
skis,
higher
you didn't
than
answer
you.
me though.
Thank you, Dak.
It's gonna be big. Oh, Shay.
Thank you for the octopus.
Yeah, reroll. Shay needs to roll out of
And get your
5,000.
shit together.
Type /roll space 5,000 and roll a 3. Fuck.
And roll less than something.
The chunk of change there.
Why, thank you, good sir.
Oh, my toy expired.
Excellent.
Oh my god, you guys are so bad.
We're just exaggerating.
I picked up a hairy
Or
egg today.
Is there more to this story? Because I'm afraid.
While we're gambling too, do any healers have questions? Like it's pretty straightforward, but I'm just double checking.
What about the egg?
It hatches into a pet. If that's what we're wondering
Yes,
what it does.
as
Can I have a closet, please? Oh, okay, there's 2 already, never mind.
And there's 2 of them.
Come on, guys. We're gonna get another one. Nice.
Where's Slim?
I'm over
Be
here,
here to
standing by
look for
myself
one
with my
zombie.
bee.
So.
Oh, Jamana.
Just
Oh,
getting that one out of the way.
Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck is that?
Gar, I thought that I had rolled that,
Clicky,
and I
clicky.
went back and reread the names, and I was like, whew, thank God.
God damn it.
Oh, that never
Somebody
gets old.
click on my circle. There's so many up
I'd
here.
be getting
Geese is
angry.
already stomach.
Thank you.
Your voice goes up like 9 octaves.
Skis is being summoned in. Let's call that one the last one so we can get a pull in real quick.
It's my singing voice.
I already called.
Talking about.
I called it last.
Why is the winner always in the top thousand and the losers who are always in the bottom thousand?
Yeah, it's like never close. Somebody always gets burned.
It works that way when you have more people.
You guys want to hear something weird?
You're pregnant.
No.
Fucking weird.
Trading that amount of money put me at an exact even 76,000.
Congratulations.
And you want to know what's funny?
The
With
fact
you
that it
giving me
evened out.
that money, you gave me 149,600.
You're welcome.
I've been buying WoW tokens. I'm already up to like 60 grand again after buying one yesterday and going bankrupt. What is gold?
Skis, do you know the Sun King fight?
Not really. No, I'm sorry.
Heal the things.
No, that's okay.
And heal the other things.
Well, he's healing.
Heal Kilthos and don't stand in stupid.
Word.
Yeah, basically you're just healing Kilthos for phase 1. He needs to be healed to 45% to go into phase 2, and then in phase 2, just focus on healing the raid. He'll spawn like a shade of Kilthos, and all the damage we do heals Kilthos, and then we'll go into phase 1 again, and then you just heal him to 90%, and then we'll go into phase 2 again and whatever. Those things, though, what are those called?
So I'm not healing anyone but him.
Well, you're healing everyone still.
Yeah, but focus your healing
Okay.
on Kilthos.
We're just
Gotcha.
adding things to it. Because you still got to heal things, you know.
Gotcha. Okay.
Trying to make your life more interesting.
Some of the ads
Okay.
will drop something called an Infuser's Orb. If you pick it up, it increases your healing done by 200% for 14 seconds. So if you see those, pick them up. And then, what's that little ad called? Where did it go? Why am I stupid? Vile Occultists, when they die, they'll drop an Essence font. If you heal them to full, they'll heal Kael'thas a bit, and it's like more efficient to heal the Essence font to full than it is to just spam heals like Kael'thas.
Sure.
You say it out loud.
Cool.
So there's going to be a
Just
lot of.
looking at soul infusers
Go ahead.
and their ability called soul infusion, because it says it oppresses Kael'thas when he is in the first phase and does damage to him as shadow damage, but when he's a shade, soul infuser heals him. But is that like an ability that the soul infusers drop, or if you have to like keep them alive to that phase? If that
It's
was a valid
because
question.
He's my target.
I see what you mean.
Is that trash on the left and the right part of the fight?
They would probably heal the shade. Because
The ad is called soul infuser.
if they heal the shade, then that's not what we want.
But that was an important question. Are
Oh.
the occultists on either side of the room part of the fight?
I
Find out.
want to say no.
All right, Dak, let's go.
Also, can I have assist, please?
Oh yes.
No,
They,
Oh, they are.
It's part of the fight.
Oh fuck! Turn around.
Well, we're locked in here, so
Wait.
Damn blink.
Um,
Where?
cool.
I am
Are
not
we
locked
You
in
want
there.
to bring us all together?
Are we doing this?
Apparently not.
I mean, you can go. I can call from the outside of the room.
We gotta. Yeah.
I think.
Okay. I'll happily go over like healing again too. There's complicated things. In the first phase, interrupt the soul infusers to answer your question, Gar. Like you want to keep them technically alive because we do want that extra healing while the shade is up. So we interrupt them as much as possible so they can't damage or subjugate
I don't
whatever
think that's how it
Kael'thas,
works.
but like it does help if they're alive for the
Make sure you're
shade.
spread
They-
with that, please.
We need to get Nathria down, or Darethos down.
He's low priority. Switch to that rockbound vanquisher. Sorry guys, I can't super see.
We can start calling a bunch of stuff too.
But now we know that that trash is part of the boss fight.
Yeah, it only mentioned Darathos, so I thought maybe not, but...
Which one is giving me the vanquished?
Rock.
We need to taunt that, please. Can you?
There's an essence font over here.
Dactraz is gonna need an external, please. Taking 10,000 damage per second.
Tons of cultists at the back of the room.
Shades up.
Okay, so that's not ideal. We don't want to push him into that phase with so many ads alive. Just for next time.
Where is? I don't even see the shade, to be honest.
You can keep going for practice. The Reborn Phoenixes are up. Oh, one's focusing me. That's cool.
That's convenient.
Beware.
He's to the left, Deck.
Heck is down now. Yep, I see him now.
Okay, so it looked like Darathos was the main focus for a long time in the beginning, which is not.
And he should not have been.
Because there was so many ads up at the same time.
So I did this fight literally this week. So what you do is you have range interrupt the fucking guys on the side, and they all run in the middle. We cleave down the middle guys, and they should all be dead by the time the first Vegas responds.
I like the sound of that.
Because they're casters, they're gonna run at the fucking tank. So
So I'm not ranged, but I have an interrupt that I can use and get back into the middle if you guys need somebody.
yeah, we have range DPS. We have like 3 warlocks and 2 hunters and shamans. So we have interrupts. So you interrupt the casters on the side, and they're gonna run to the middle to the tank, and we all cleave down the middle guy, and then we run to the fonts, heal Kelthos to like 40%. Then we kill the assassins, and then we heal to 45, and then we push before the cultists spawn.
Yeah, that was way too many ads to go into that phase.
So like stop healing at like 40%, you know. So we kill the ads, and then push 45 instantly before the cultists spawn, and then we could just continue with the shade phase.
As long as it's instant. None of that ramp up time.
Yeah.
Well, now that we've all seen it once, this should be better.
That was a shit ton of ads, you guys. That was scary.
That was a lot of fucking ads. I had so many stacks of that bleed though.
Iron fur, bro.
Yeah.
I had all the iron fur.
So that's the Rockbound Vanquishers are high priority. They have to be killed like immediately because he does the concussive smash and it increases the damage dealt by that by 25% each time it goes off. So if he gets that off 4 times, he's doing 100% increased damage to the tank. And even Iron Fur will not save deck.
This is for Maddox's benefit, you know. Ridiculous.
So remember the assassins, which I think are the ones flying with wings, just like hovering. When Return to Stone starts casting, then you get, because like 4 of them, that first pull, were able to heal.
Yeah, I wish that run wasn't so horrific.
Look at you, skis.
And I do apologize, all the bosses now we haven't done before, so.
How long were we in that fight for? 3 minutes and 16 seconds.
That's pretty good for extra bonus trash.
So, I only see 10 applications of Iron Fur. Which is only 70 seconds of Iron Fur.
Oh my god.
Stop, bro.
Zuba, this seems wild. This is so many ads.
You see how the damage prevented though? That's important.
Well, we can hope that you're leading that metric as a tank.
Yeah, fucking hope so. Like
1 minute
want all these
42
ads
seconds.
in the middle together.
I like how bear form is considered a buff uptime. Can I also get assist, please?
You have it.
I didn't the first time, sorry. I didn't look the second time.
I got bottom left. Interrupt.
Toss me assist, please, Rack. Alright, so Absol gets Skull, Slim gets X, Rack gets Moon, and leftovers? Yeah, leftovers get Square. There you go. Simple as that.
I'll
Even
get
though
there.
I called X.
I'm
that
sorry, I'm about to
bastard.
leave fucking soup. What do I use as my interrupt?
Fell Hunter?
Yeah, as soon as he starts
Oh,
casting,
okay,
it's
I'm making.
interrupted.
Okay, I knew that. I'm sorry.
You're good, leftovers.
Yeah, I knew that.
Ducky and Dunny, you guys are coverage. Jamana, I know you're not really old enough to understand this, but you're also coverage. And Sham, wow.
Yep.
Canox.
Yeah.
Good shamans.
Also coverage on the marked targets.
We have so
So I
many
just
interrupts,
focus
you
my
guys.
target and make sure it stays interrupted.
You just basically want them to collapse to the center so that they can just get cleaved.
Jay, can I add something to that?
No.
Cool. So, in addition to like everyone that's coverage, what Gar brought up earlier, those soul infusers, if they spawn, I need coverage to interrupt their abilities while we're like healing Kael'thas, and then try and keep them alive if the soul infusers come out. That way, like I said, when we go into the shade phase, it bursts, additional healing.
But
So
does it heal
the Storm
Kael'thas,
Pushers
or
have
does
like
it heal the
little
shade?
health, and they can be slowed and CC'd, and like they spawn at the back of the room and they run to the boss. So you can slow them, root them, and kill them before they get to the boss. So not really
Yep.
that big of a fucking issue.
It's not that big of an issue. It's just like a minimal thing to be aware of. Like if you're coverage and you're not technically like interrupting, it's like you
So
could
they
be
heal the
interrupting
shade, so
them,
that's not what we want.
and it helps a little bit.
It says that the soul infusers heal the shade, which is not what we want, because we want to damage the shade, so we want to kill them.
Well, then it should be flip flopped to that. I'm sorry.
Okay, so no matter what.
Yeah, because when the shade is not up, they damage Kael'thas, which is not what we want, and when the shade is up, they heal the shade, which is also not what we want. So you just want to kill them,
And interrupt them.
Yeah, then just take them out.
but also do CC them.
Yes.
Okay.
Leftovers is square.
Yeah. I got Moon, but I only have one interrupt, and then it has a 25-second cooldown, so...
I think stuns will work too. But then they won't move to the middle, so.
There's 61, I doubt it.
Apparently it's very possible to phase Sun King before the Vanquishers even spawn.
Oh, Renown 10's unlocked now?
It's 12.
It's
Ooh.
12, bro.
Behind.
I'm behind. Only at 9.
Gonna...
Me too.
It's been almost an
You
hour.
gotta get it up because at 15 you get more souls per week.
What's that mean?
When you go into the mall to collect souls, so you can build extra shit. Well, next week when you get Renown 15, we're gonna get extra souls per week.
Okay, on deck.
the timer this time.
That was my fault.
5,
The first one. And then I escaped with my knife.
100% take credit on that. Because the bonus trash.
So again, Darathos is not the focus, even though he's fucking massive.
The cultists blink out. Please make sure we're interrupting them still.
Make sure you move away from people with that.
Much better.
Still got an occultist in the back. Perfect.
Bunch of essence fonts up.
So DPS now would be a good time to use those soul fonts. Just make sure, again, you don't take 3 stacks, because you'll be hindering.
You just hit 40%.
Okay, stop.
Stop him. Get on that Vanquisher.
Kael'thas is at 33 on my stream.
And I got him first, Judgment.
Stay on that Vanquisher. Cleave the fiends if you can.
Go ahead and taunt the Vanquisher.
If you got that flurry, back out of the group.
If you could, that'd be a good time to kill a fucking Kael'thas.
Those close in the back now.
Okay, once these occultists go down, we should push him.
I'll take the Vanquisher
Don't
first.
push him past. That Vanquisher's up. Ugh.
I'm at 3 if you want to taunt. I'll take the shade.
That's gonna be a wipe again, I think.
Oh.
Keep that shade against the wall if you can.
I'm at 5 stacks.
If you have the Phoenix, do not run into the group.
Beware.
And do not be in front of the shade.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
Take the Vanquisher, Judgment.
almost certainly a wipe.
Beware.
So that felt shitty because there was nothing spawned for 30 seconds, and then it was just like it just kept coming after.
That, I think, is that 2-minute mark that you want to push into 45% by. Because there is, like, in all the guides it says there's that sweet spot where there's, like, nothing for quite a bit of time. And that's when you want to push him into phase 2.
Alright, that makes sense.
Yeah, just wait. Just stand in all the shade.
So does the fire shit from the Phoenixes ever go away, or?
Yeah, they do.
Like it.
So the reason I said we push on occultists because it's easier to deal with 4 occultists than 4 occultists, 2 assassins, and a vanquisher. Because if we don't push the occultists, then that means right after the assassin immediately a vanquisher, and we got to deal with that top of shade. Because like again, the occultists can be interrupted and pulled to the boss and just cleaved. It's really easy.
Yeah, this is nasty. We have 9 healers.
Yeah, I think if we had pushed it to 45 when we had that little lull, that would have made a big difference.
Yeah. Yeah, Mel is watching the stream. He said if you hit 45% after that 2-minute mark, it's nasty. He said we had a DPS go heals and got to 43 pretty fast, then waited to push the last 2 DPS, or 2% till we were in that window.
Do we have any DPS with a heal spec that we want to try that with?
I don't think that's necessary.
So we're trying to push Kael'thas, like heal him to 45%. Like that's the goal.
Yeah, because there's... What time... How long were we in that fight?
Like, do we need to do that
right at 2
faster?
minutes.
Because it's right at about 2 minutes is when that like little lull was, when there was like almost no ads, and that's when you want to push him, because then you don't take all those ads into the phase 2.
That's
Because
my...
like I could have definitely pumped more healing into him if that was what's needed, but like I was slowing down at like 40.
I have an off heal spec if you don't need it.
I have a question. Do the ad timers pause when phase 2 hits? Or is there a chance if we don't down the shade quick enough that we'll get ads spawning in?
No ads spawn during phase 2.
Okay.
Yeah, so let's keep pumping into him and then slow it at like 40. And then, like, if it's still there, hard stop at 43. And then 2% will be really easy. Everybody just put a big heal on him.
So for those who don't know, you can enter in /timer and get a stopwatch up on your screen. And then, so if all the healers wanted to just do that and then made sure by 2 minutes we could get to 45%.
Oh, look at that.
Deal.
Look at that.
Timer's up.
Oh,
2
that's
minutes.
cool.
I'm gonna pump to 45 as soon as we get close to 2.
Man, there's so many ads. Who should I be focusing?
The stone one.
The Vanquishers,
Rockbound
then
Vanquisher.
the Assassins, then the Occultists, right? Darethos just dies with everything.
Yes, Darethos is like your very last target, because the only thing he does is that spread mechanic, which we were doing near flawlessly.
All
So
right,
let's
do it again.
Let's have, Rack, you call the 40% and all that, because we had like 3 different people call it. And a couple healers stopped early, including myself, technically.
What if I said
like we all kind of stopped pumping him when someone else called that he was close to 40%.
Ferg makes a really good point. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
No, that's okay.
Ferg makes a really good point. We should have one person making calls in a fight like this when it's so mechanic dependent.
Ferg, you call heals because I actually can't see his percentage with my UI. I can only see his like number.
Okay.
I can do it too.
Do you have a percentage up on him already?
Yeah.
Sorry, I was looking for it during the fight and I was like, oh, I can't see that.
We're looking at 40%, right?
Yeah.
Basically, 2,792K.
Okay. Yeah, that
2,700K.
first phase was like beautiful. Like when we cleaved all those ads down, that was perfect. And what Adsel said, yeah, Mado, there's like a pseudo soft enrage, because Adsel did mention as well, if we don't push him before or shortly after those occultists spawn, it's like basically a wipe, because then there's no like real good spot to push him, and then we'll pull all those ads in, which, as we can see, it was not good.
Are you hiding, ShamWow? Sorry, ShamWow. But even better, are you a cow shaman? No.
Adsel, Lust in second phase 2?
Yeah, so we're lusting on a second shade spawn.
Okay, that's what I thought. I just wanted to double check.
Okay, perfect. Rack can call that out, and I'll hit the lust.
Can Rack call that out?
All our percentage on boss too.
Does Lust like not affect healing?
Am we interrupting the same markers or the same characters?
Oh,
What?
Oh, they're different now. There. Okay, you got it. Never mind.
Just the same spot, dude. The same guy you did last time.
Okay.
No, I
We're
fucked
ready.
the markers up.
He fucked the markers up. It's cool.
It's Alder's fault.
Everything is.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Judgmental, can you go get the occultists and stuff and bring them, get aggro on them?
We have one away from. Can't get it back in.
That was really nice damage, you guys.
Alright, stragglers down.
Would this be a good time for DPS to hop on the pedestals?
Yeah.
Yes.
But do not take more than 3 stacks.
Go ahead and pick up the Vanquisher, Judgmental.
Yeah, we just passed 32%.
I'm not gonna make it.
Hold on.
Is it you, Roy, or want me to?
I just did, but go ahead and
Okay,
take it.
we're nearing 40. We're at about 39%.
I'd say push it.
Yep.
Yep. Push it.
Focus skull. And cleave.
Shoot for direct heals instead of hots.
Now we got fucking 4 assassins.
Yeah, you're gonna want to
44, 44%. You got 30 seconds for 2 minutes.
I'm at 3 now.
Yep, I got him. Go ahead and pick up the shade and pull him to the side of the room.
Okay.
Cleave these down as fast as you can.
Yeah. Focus DPS.
If you have that Phoenix, get out of the group. You can see there's a line from it to you.
We still gotta get the Vanquisher down, please.
He's almost there.
Beware.
Please stun the assassins. They turn to stun. You can stun them.
Are you getting stacks, Judgmental?
Yeah, I got 3 now.
If you have the Phoenix, don't drag it through the shade.
Please don't.
Yeah, if it means you have to stop DPSing and be on the other side of the room, that is what it means.
Beware.
This shit doesn't go away. It stays here the whole time.
Don't be in front of him. Oh no.
Guys, if you don't stun them, they're going to full health every single time.
Can't stun.
What's the one that you need to stun?
Yeah.
Assassins.
Return to
stone.
On return to stone.
And it has to be a hard stun. Disorients and interrupts don't work.
How many stacks you have?
2. Or no, none actually.
Okay.
They just fell off.
Yeah, this is gonna be a wave.
Beware.
Just wipe. All this,
Done this.
all this shit isn't gonna leave the floor. It's gonna stay here the whole time.
No, it's despawning.
This despawns whenever the shade goes away.
You have 3?
Shade hasn't moved a percent in 30 seconds.
Feeling the shade.
Yeah, and there's 5 phoenixes. And
Shade needs to be DPS.
Yeah. With phoenixes on 4 people and most of the DPS dead, it's not really.
Beware.
That was much better though.
In addition to that, like we were saying, the shade needs to be DPS. Whenever he casts Ember Blast, that's an automatic death. So it's like we want as few of those as possible.
Well, if you stack for Ember Blast, it reduces
yeah, you need
damage.
to be stacked in them.
Is that Ember Blast targeting one person, or is?
Yeah, it targets one person, and then you want to take it to the edge of the room, and then have people stack in it, so that they don't take all that damage. But obviously, that is the last thing on people's mind when there's also 46 ads in the room.
Right. We just
There's
want
a
as few of
spot
them
where
as
we can
possible.
soak it, like get in and soak with the person who has it.
Yeah.
Yes. If you see a big swirly fiery circle around somebody, stand in it because it distributes 141,000 damage over everyone that's in it. And basically, like, you know, if you math, technically, like, what is that? Like, at least 5, 6 people need to be in that. Otherwise, the person that gets it is guaranteed to die. And we lost me, Ski, and White from it.
But Comet, you do want to run away from people because you want it to be on the edge of the room.
So basically, the tanks take us outside of the room, and everyone's on the tanks on the fucking boss's ass, and we all just stack. So we just we move side to side. Just we keep going right all around the room. That's how the boss fight goes to go.
And then on those phoenixes, because the phoenixes are what was really causing the most issues there, I think. Are we DPSing them? Are we?
Yeah, so you want to DPS them.
Yeah, the phoenix is the range job. The range job is slow and then just kill. Well, everyone just worries about the fucking boss fight. It is all hunters and warlocks and mages' jobs to fucking kill the phoenixes.
If they can be slowed, then every warrior in the raid should be casting Piercing Howl on cooldown while they're up.
Yeah. Mel, again, said don't pull the phoenix out of the group, have range turn around and stun and root them, and kill them quick, and then everyone will stack on the boss's butt for the ember placement, because then you can just walk out and place them against a wall, and then when he does that big frontal cone, also he'll be facing the wall, and then the tanks can just sidestep that. But obviously, we're also having other issues.
I was gonna say, what if the phoenixes are kind of kited around the boss so they can be cleaved?
You don't want those phoenixes to drop the fire on our asses.
So what it looks like is to be the easiest, we need to get to where we were at when we faced him, but like 15 seconds earlier.
Yeah.
So we're not that far off.
All I'm hearing is don't stop healing.
Because as soon as it phased, we had like 4 assassins come out and 2 groups of pestering fiends, plus our 2 Rockwell vanquishers.
Yeah, don't stop heals.
So do those Rockwell vanquishers need to be downed before the next phase?
No.
Yeah, so the vanquishers and assassins spawn together, right? So if we kill what we should do is get the fucking Kel'Thas on like the brink of like phasing, right? And we get the assassins low. So because if we kill the assassins, it's gonna spawn the fucking cultists. So we get them fucking low as shit, and then we push Kel'Thas next phase. We keep the assassins alive a little bit, then we kill assassins, with a fucking 10%, and then just fucking go on with the boss fight. Otherwise, we're trying to kill 4 assassins, vanquisher, and then kite phoenixes around and the boss. It's not gonna work out. It's all about timing in this boss fight. That's all it is.
Yeah, this is frustrating.
Dak, where does the shade hit the ground at?
It hits right in front of the pedestal, like
right where the torture.
Like maybe 10 yards. Actually, yeah, right about where he's at.
Okay, so
I'm thinking pull him to the corner, back
Right
just
there.
past the. Yep. I was thinking the opposite side, but that's it. Either way works.
And then go there. And just stay around. You see what I'm doing here?
Mhm. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. And then if everybody does stack, turn around, kill the phoenixes, for ranged, and then melee just keep hitting the shade.
So yeah, but so range and everyone else should be stacked on the fucking boss. It does not matter where, about range. We need to all be stacked on the boss ass.
I'm assuming off tank as well. Whoever's not actively tanking, because
Right.
we don't want to stack up those debuffs too quickly.
Yeah, and just make sure when he casts his frontal cone, he's facing the wall, and just keep going to the left if you're going to the left side. Keep going to the left all the way around the room. And we're just gonna stop. We're just gonna skip the fire. Don't stand in the fire. Pretty much, don't stand in shit, and just turn around and kill the ads.
So when the shade comes out, just pull him to skull, and then follow X square, moon, triangle, etc. all the way around. And then the Ember Blast will just go behind. So if you've tanked him on skull and then moving him to X, then the Ember Blast will go towards skull. Does that make sense?
Yes, it sure does.
The opposite direction to the way we're progressing.
It's okay to take a little bit of fire damage from the phoenixes at that point. But we want to keep the phoenixes out of the room in front of us.
And off of the shade.
Mm-hmm.
And make sure if you have Ember Blast to be with a group, like a full group, you'll take less damage. Otherwise, you get one shot unless you're like a mage or a paladin, you can block it or bubble.
So,
Yep.
in that case, do we just soak the Ember Blast and then everybody moves, and that's when we move?
Yep. Yeah, we soak it, and then as soon as it fucking hits the ground, we just start, just straight left or right, whichever side we're on. So straight from left in this case.
Let's do that.
You think a turtle could withstand that?
I think so. Yes.
That's a lot of damage because turtle only do 40%.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, it's
Maybe not then.
141,000 damage distributed.
Definitely not. Yeah.
If you are Kyrian, redo your soul binds.
Okay, folks. Looks like we're gonna get one more pull in, and then we're gonna do a quick break.
A paladin has Crusader aura on.
Thanks.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Make sure you're spreading with that.
Gotta get on those assassins.
Again, though, really good cleave, you guys.
Grab the pedestals.
1 DPS per pedestal. Make sure you don't have more than 3 stacks.
Vanquisher spawning.
We'll get the Vanquisher first this time, Judgmental.
Hey, we're getting fairly close here.
Vanquisher. Everyone on it.
36.
Don't stop healing. Just go.
Okay.
Okay, now we've got fiends and assassins.
Okay.
Yeah, so
We're
we
past
missed
40.
it again. Get that Vanquisher down, you guys.
Go ahead and take the Vanquisher, please.
Good job taking that out.
Leave those ads.
Make sure we're stunning the assassins. So once they get to 30%, they'll
Okay,
heal.
I got shade.
We have the occultists again. So we just did the exact same thing.
Taking Kael'thas to skull.
Stack at his ass, guys.
Get out from in front.
And then ranged, make sure you get those phoenixes down. Interrupt the occultists. Do not be in front of him.
At range, you shouldn't be focusing the shade at all. Stack on Canox.
Stack in the group. Stack in the group.
And then we need to move immediately.
The BDM timers are way off.
Stay right there. Stack.
Don't move. Get out in front of him. Okay, everybody stack on his butt. Oh. Judgmental, go ahead and after this hit, take him. Pull him over to triangle slowly.
Can I get you Leia up? When anyone has time.
Beware.
Thank you.
Move it just a little bit. Don't go to the next marker. Face him to the wall.
If you have that Ember Blast, you gotta come stack on the group.
Beware.
Okay.
You have Phoenix, get out.
Range, you should not be focusing the shade at all.
How many stacks do you have, Judgmental?
Get on Che, and then we're moving.
Beware.
Come past purple. Don't be in front of him.
Yeah. We're wiping, we have too many healers dead.
Get him. Okay.
Phase 1 again?
Yeah. So this
So,
thing, we'll be back
this is
to
where we
healing
lost?
Kael'thas. No, this is not where we lost.
Okay.
So this is just a repeat of phase 1. So you'll want to heal Kael'thas to 90%, and then we'll go into the second shade phase, and then we'll lust at that point.
Got it.
Okay, so much better that time, for sure.
These are the guys that we make sure we interrupt as well.
Yep.
Because they damage him. Stun him, do whatever.
Oh, I can turn them into kitties.
So cute.
So whenever there's ads out, DPS or range just focus ads.
Yeah.
I got 3 if you want to take them.
And
Got
in that shade phase, range should only be focusing those phoenixes when they're up. If the phoenixes are not up, then you can focus the shade, but the main priority is those phoenixes to prevent the fire on the floor. And then just do like we were doing. We'll stack up on the shade's butt, and then we will all soak that the Ember Blast, and then move immediately. I guess to the left is the way that we were moving. want to wipe?
I
So
mean, I
let's
thought we
keep
were.
going, just to get practice.
Your stacks drop. Go ahead, down.
For as many people as are down, we were doing really well.
Yeah, and you're right.
If you have an assassin on you, bring him to us, please. Oh, there's a.
But you do
Another
want to
set of
separate for
assassins.
that flurry. That's why they end up far away, Deck. How are we still alive right now? What is happening?
Oh, you want to? Oh no, at this point it's done.
There I go.
The third vanquisher.
Heals are down.
It's good. So I do have a question. What stuns will affect those assassins? Because I was using my pet stun, intimidation, and it didn't do anything.
One zombie alive.
What? That's not a stun, Dak.
One zombie has a stun.
Yeah, intimidation. It's my pet stun, but it didn't do anything.
If one zombie was dead.
If anybody
then...
has a tome, I'll switch to Stormbolt.
Same.
I have one.
Fight, fight, fight.
Yeah, so our major problem is we're not healing kills fast enough, so Azur's just continually gonna keep spawning and spawning and spawning and spawning until he's pushed to his phase.
Right. When in that one we had what, 4 healers down for that first
Yeah,
phase?
so it was either they heal us or they heal the shade. I mean, they heal Kel'Thas, so we were gonna wipe regardless. But every DPS needs to go to the those pedestals in front and go to 3 stacks. No more than 3. Just channel to 3 and get off. 1 per fucking pedestal, or you're in with the next guy.
And that's a constant thing throughout the fight.
Yeah, so like, you'll see it's a 2-minute debuff, right? So as soon as it falls off, go back to fucking the pedestal and keep channeling it. As long as it's not like 50 adds up, you'll be able to fucking channel it.
Yeah, we have plenty of DPS for what's happening.
Also, I noticed
What does that do?
I noticed the a CC on the soul infusers when they came to the pedestals stopped them from doing whatever they were doing. So if we could CC the outer soul infusers and kill the inside ones, and then switch to the outside ones, I think that would be pretty effective.
Probably be better to do left side than right side, so you don't split the group too much.
Okay.
Once we get there, we will break. I know we're overdue. But
Oh,
we did
I can
start
make
a bit late.
a couple tomes of a steel.
There we go.
Come to leftovers if you need a tome.
What are we saying? 1, 2?
We gamble.
5K.
It's like Jimana caught the gambling bug.
Oh my gosh.
Fucking 671.
Thanks for saving me, Dak.
Jesus. Jazzy. We're gonna have to have a talk, man. Relationship's just not
What
working
does
out.
channeling the pedestal do?
It heals the boss.
It hurts you, heals the boss. If you do it too long, you die. If you don't do it
Okay.
long enough, then we don't heal the boss fast enough.
Okay, so get them 3 stacks and just keep it up.
Correct.
Yeah,
Okay.
get the 3 stacks and then stop channeling, and then when your 3 stacks fall off, go get 3 more stacks.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so if you are a DPS and you don't currently have the buff and you see an open pedestal, go get 3 stacks.
But if someone's already channeling it,
then stay away.
Yeah, stay away, because you'll kick them off of it. You'll interrupt them. So you have to fucking wait until they're done, hop off, and you can get on.
Okay, got it. Did someone else jump?
I do.
Come to leftovers.
Left over.
Hanging out over to the right.
What do I owe you?
Don't worry
These
about
nuts.
Thank you.
it. Yeah, no worries.
I gotta change a bunch of talents, it looks like.
Okay, are we breaking? Are we doing a quick break?
We are breaking. Zappius wants to get paid. And Canix wants to pay. So nice of you, Canix.
Dak, do a 25k.
A 25. Oh. It's some spicy boy. Cry. Oh, we still got a bunch of interest. Okay. Damn, boy, he's thick.
Watch, I'm gonna roll like a 4.
Oh yeah,
That's
I'm
a
ready for that.
thick ass boy.
Look at it.
Wait, I didn't know it was that big. Fuck.
Hate to see it.
780, dude.
Well, you have a pretty good chance of not losing. 20k.
Sorry about it.
Damn.
Oh, man.
Do a 25k. He
Well,
says.
Jay, you asked for it.
I'm
Right.
not mad.
I can't risk that.
Being a baby.
Can't risk it.
Okay, stream. I'm gonna reset. I'm just gonna end it quickly and then restart my program and see if
Or
that
if you
helps.
know you gotta risk it to get
I'll
the
be right
biscuit.
back. Please come back.